Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm Xeno, the personification of a cry for help, and we are back with more Image 1697. The plot thickens once again, with even more questions than answers. But Ryan does feel like he's getting close to finding Ransom, so maybe there is lights beyond the horizon? Who knows? Well, let's check things out, shall we? So last we left off on, we infiltrated the library's archives to find any semblance of witch history that occurred in Greylock from centuries before. We did come across a big history book that revealed that there were witch trials back in the late 1600s in Greylock. Out of the 100 accused, 20 were executed. Although they believed that 19 of the people who were executed were innocent after all, there was one person who was hanged that, when the townsfolk gazed upon their corpse, they all went mad and insane. So they all believed that to be the real witch, the servant of Satan. And I very much believe that her spirit is inhabiting this place and very much has cursed this land. And because of this, Ryan kind of believes there may be some truth about the witch, or at least is doubting himself. Also, the librarian was acting feral, running after us and Patrick on all fours, and making grunting pig noises. Just like what Ryan's aunt was doing when she was biting on Ryan's arm. Or if you take the state of Ransom's room into consideration, he could very well have done that himself. The plot thickens. Things are starting to get interesting. But we're here now, and we're gonna fuck, so let's continue onward, shall we? I sit down on the bed, and I spread my legs for Patrick. He kneels in front of me and looks up at me. After I give him a nod, he leans forward and starts licking. The bristles on his tongue are not prickly, but rather, they are gentle as they glide over my opening. He lifts up to my T-dick, which he wraps his lips around. My muscles twitch as he sucks, and I resist the urge to thrust into his mouth. He goes back down, and he sticks his entire tongue in my hole. I try not to tighten as his bristles caress my walls. One of his hands goes down to stroke his own member. I squirm when he lifts that sweet spot, and I almost go overboard. You want some? The lion pulls his face out of my cooch and looks up at me. He smiles and chuckles, a sound of wanton in anticipation. Yes, please. After getting him ready, I strap the toy around my waist and inch closer to the lion. He's on all fours, and he twitches as I slide the dick inside him. As I thrust into him, I lean down to wrap my arms around his body. We start off slow at first, and eventually I pick up the pace. Patrick moans with each thrust. One of my hands squeezes one of his pets. The other glides down his body before wrapping itself around his dick. A finger circles around his tip. I give his dick a pump with every thrust. Soon the lion squirms in my arms. I hold a hand in front of his dick so it catches the strings of seed he pumps out. My cum-covered hand fills up his body again. It goes up to his face, and he eagerly puts my fingers in his mouth. I pull out, but Patrick's not done yet. He turns out, and he takes the strap-on off my waist to expose my cooch to him again. Without hesitation, he sticks his fingers inside. Now I'm the one squirming as he moves his fingers around, his thumb caressing my T-dick. My blood becomes warm, and Patrick kisses me as I ride his fingers in my orgasm. Hell yeah. While we're at the fire watchtower, I'm back at the tower. It's extra foggy today. The top of the tower disappears into the thick fog. I can barely see the top, though I feel like I can see a shape there. Well, I can't see shit. Well, maybe. No, I can't see shit. It's very faint and hard to make out from there, but I can sense it. And so the first thing I think to do is climb up the stairs. It doesn't take long before I'm surrounded by nothing but fog. I can't even see the tree line. Hell, I can barely even see several flights of stairs below and above me. I feel that feeling again. That something is watching me, waiting for the perfect moment to snatch me and drag me into the fog. Damn, this tower feels a lot taller than I remember. It takes a while, but eventually I reach the top. Oh my god, it's Ransom! I think. It's hard to see in here too, on account of the fog pouring in through the window frames without panes. The cabin itself is disappearing into the fog. I'll look around the cabin for a bit, and it doesn't take long before I see something. I see someone standing in a corner. They're back towards me. They're just standing there, just looking at the corner like a child on timeout. When I get closer, I start to make out some features. Tall, stubby round ears. They're a brown bear. Oh. Ransom? I approach the bear and try to look at his face. I can't get a good look at it, though. It's almost like his face is obscured by the fog. But I know it's him. I just know it is. Ransom? The bear doesn't respond. He doesn't even turn his head to look at me. He just continues to stand and stare at the corner. Hey, Ransom, can you hear me? Still no response. It's like I'm talking to a mannequin resembling Ransom. But this feels wrong. I know it's him. Why isn't he responding? Ransom, where are you? Nothing. Ransom, please, just talk to me. The fog pours into the room, and it starts to get thicker. I can feel myself getting desperate. Look, Ransom, I'm sorry about everything. I know it's been rough. I've just been wanting to say that for... God, I wish I could really say it to you. Ransom, I still care about you. That's why I'm trying to find you. So please, where are you? Still, the bear remains silent. The fog gets even thicker, and soon I can barely see a few inches in front of me. The fog starts to overtake everything, including the bear in front of me. Ransom? I could also feel something pulling me away from the bear. The cabin is expanding. The room is getting bigger, and I can feel myself getting pulled farther away from the bear. No, 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 please, Ransom! The bear in the corner still doesn't respond. It's like he's not even aware of what's happening behind him. I try to run towards him, but I can't break out whatever this is. Whatever is in the fog is too strong. It's trying to keep me away from Ransom. No, please! Ransom! Ransom! Soon the fog completely obscures my vision, and all I can see is the thick clouds. Ransom, please! Talk to me! Where are you? October 16th. Well, that's one dream. It's another day at the sun. Everyone is moving about their day, doing what they must to earn their salary. I feel sort of distant as I tap away blankly at my computer. It feels wrong. Sitting here while Ransom is missing somewhere, and we have a lead we must follow. But at the same time, I find some comfort in the monotony of an average day at work. That haze is broken by the sudden sound of the door slamming. Oh shit, did David find out? Even the constant chatter of the other employees is silenced immediately. We all look towards the source of the sound. Oh shit, he found out. Oh, he found out. But we're anonymous. We remain anonymous. So our names weren't said, so you can't exactly prove that it was us, can you? Oh God, Walter, we're fucked! At the room's entrance stands David, a deathly glare on his face. A sour mood isn't uncommon for him, but he looks straight up furious now. Without saying a word, the wolf holds up a newspaper, showing it off to the entire room, and throws it to the ground. Uh-oh. The employees look at each other awkwardly for a few seconds before one of them crouches down to pick up the paper. They unfold the paper and read the front page. Ooh. Local photographer's disappearance rocks Vermont village. Ransom Wilkes, a 26-year-old brown bear, went missing in the late hours of Thursday, October 11th. Two anonymous sources came to the Burlington Herald to give us this information directly due to supposed neutrality from Greylock locals, including the town's newspaper, Greylock Sun. Oh, wait, I want to read the whole newspaper. A perplexing disappearance has occurred in the town of Greylock. Ransom Wilts, a 26-year-old brown bear, went missing in the late hours of Thursday, October 11th. Wilts is a photographer for the town's local newspaper, the Greylock Sun. He was last seen earlier that day taking pictures around town for a news story, although his father Errol supposedly heard him entering his bedroom that night and yelling. His room was found trashed the next morning by an acquaintance, the window broken. Wilt's disappearance is seemingly the latest in a bizarre string that has been occurring in the town of Greylock, going back to its founding. The last known case is that of raccoon Lisa Birder, who disappeared in 1998 after attacking her nephew. And this specific part is what David read. Ransom Mills, 26, disappeared on the late night of Thursday, October 11th. He is so pissed. I thought I said not to report on this, as we have it all under control. Well, I played that visual novel, and judging from that, I don't think you really do have it under control. He speaks quietly, but there's venom in his words. Did you really think you could get away with this, Ryan Birder? Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. What? How did he know? The room stays quiet as everyone looks at me. I try to put on my best confused face that any innocent person would make. What made you think it was me? Don't bullshit me. 2 anonymous sources. 2 people who came to me wanting to report on Ransom's disappearance. One of them had arguably the closest connection to Ransom of us all. He directs his deathly glare at me, and I can feel it piercing me. David then lifts up 2 of his fingers and flicks them toward him. Come here, Birder. The command is so quiet, but it's filled with so much venom it could poison everyone in this room. But there's no more excuses I can make now. So I walk timidly toward the wolf, trying to ignore the gazes of all my peers. Walter steps in, clearly intended to take the brunt of David's inevitable wrath. Please, David, it was my idea. If you're going to punish someone, punish me. Yeah, I know it was you too, Perkins. You're not as smart as you think you are. The cat goes silent and bats down immediately. David turns back to me and lowers his voice again. I'm speaking to you, though, Birder. I keep my gaze down, not looking him in the eye. No facade I can muster will save me now. I'm all exposed. You know what, Terry? You could have just said a anonymous source. You didn't have to say 2 people. God damn it. Why did you break my orders? He tries to put on a calm facade, but I know that any wrong answer will shatter it. Fuck it, any answer is wrong with him. Yeah, exactly. Might as well just say the whole truth. How David has treated Ransom's disappearance from day 1 has been bullshit. He needs to be called out for it. And if I won't, in front of almost everyone who works for him, then I don't know who will. Because I care. Huh? I repeat myself more confidently. Because I care. David cocks an eyebrow. Care about what? About Ransom. Okay, I get that, but that doesn't mean you should sneak behind my back and break protocol. I can feel myself getting impatient, same. So why don't you care? Why don't I care? Buddy, I care about Ransom a lot. Liar. But I also care about Greylock. If you go reporting on a missing man in a small town, people will start going mad. If they learn of an unsolved mystery, pandemonium will ensue in the streets. Especially in a town like Greylock, where the disappearances are associated with the witch story. That's his excuse? That's just hypothetical, though. Hold on. I think I might have caught a weak spot in his argument. I might have a chance to catch him off guard, but this could also go very wrong. Really? Just a few days ago, you said that nobody would care. Really? Did I say that? Perhaps you were just hearing things. But it's true. People will start going mad if they keep hearing about unsolved disappearances, because they think they might be next, you know. So that's why we keep quiet when these things happen. I finally looked the wolf in the eyes. He is so bullshit. He is such bullshit. I fucking hate him. Is that why Samuel kept secrets? Oh, that's fucking right! That is fucking right! Oh! Humble this man! Humble this fucking Mormon! David's eyes widen slightly, and a muscle in his face twitches. I think I got him. Who is Samuel? Don't bullshit me, David. Samuel Shelbourne, Reverend of Greylock in the late 1600s. try to scrub all mentions of the witch trials from the town's history. The employees start murmuring among themselves. David's face starts to twitch more as fury slowly spreads across his face. Okay, this might go south real quick considering he's saying all this, but he doesn't have the evidence to prove it. Which is why he should have taken a picture of the page he was reading of that history book in the library's archives. So he could actually have some ground to stand on. Shit. How do you know all that? Oh, he just confirmed it. He confirmed it. You went to that library, didn't you? Into the archives without my permission. I guess erasing history runs in the family, huh? Don't change the subject, Birder. Did you break into that library? The wolf's voice starts to rise. I forget about everything else going on around me as I raise my own voice. You're changing the subject. Why do you care so much about keeping us quiet? A man is missing, one of your own employees, and you just want us to shut up and not do anything about it? You be careful now, Birder. No, you got no response. Are you hiding something, David? Huh? Are you forcing us to stay quiet because you got secrets and a reputation to maintain? Is that right? What the fuck is your problem? Did we just get slapped by David? Oh shit. I see a flash of white as a loud snap crashed through the air. Oh no, that's grounds to fight. No, kick his ass. Several employees gasp before the room goes dead quiet. My gaze has been forcibly redirected to the side, and it takes me a minute to readjust myself. A sharp pain stings my left cheek. As I realize what just happened, and I start to raise my hand to touch my cheek, I also feel my ear being pinched and pulled. Oh shit! Oh god. I feel the wolf's hot breath seeping into my ear. In this silence, his exhales pound against my eardrums. I can't get a good look at his face, since he's forcing my head down and putting his muzzle against my ear. I'm not messing around here. He whispers so sharply it's almost like his words are stabbing my ears. You're lucky you still have a job. I'll be keeping a close eye on you now. You step out of line one more fucking time, and you're done. He holds my head down for a few more seconds to let those words settle in. Then he lets go and I stumble backwards. Oh dear. Them's fine words. Nah, you need your ass beat for that. Kick his ass! I hold my face as I stand in front of my peers. They all look at me or David with fear. They don't dare to say anything or even breathe. Walter is still standing where he was, not looking at anything. Shoulders hunched, ears pinned flat against his head, tail puffed up in between his legs. He looks like he wants to shrink inwards and disappear forever. I don't blame him. Go home. You're done for the day. I don't need to look at the wolf to know that's targeted towards me. I look around the room, silently asking my peers for help. But they all just stay silent in fear. No one is going to help. Not even Walter. I give up. There's nothing for me here. I feel my eyes burn as I yank my bag off my desk and stomp out the building without another word. Everyone else back to work. That includes you too, Perkins. Well, he just assaulted an employee, so... Get his ass! Sue him! Shoot him! Get a knife! Cut his throat! As soon as I arrive home, I tear my bag off and throw it across the room, not really caring that anything in it might be broken. Fuck! I want to tear everything apart. I want to break shit and rip everything to shreds. I end up just ruffling my hair and punching the couch. Why does no one in this fucking town give a shit about anything? You know what? I don't care anymore. Fuck David. Fuck the Greylock's son. Fuck anyone who works at that godforsaken fucking place. You know what? Fuck this town! I scream the words at the top of my lungs and fall in front of the couch. I just hold my head in my hands, trying to catch my breaths. I feel tears streaming down my face and my nose becoming runny. Why does no one care? I need to get together. I can't just sit here. If no one else will work to find Ransom, then I will. Wherever he is, he's counting on me. But I just want to rest. What do I even do? What happened today was clearly the result of the stress of these past few days overflowing. As much as I want to find Ransom, I think I should unwind for a bit. I won't get much done if I'm just stressed all the time. So I get up and head to the bathroom, picking my bag up along the way. I take my jacket off and just flop down onto the bed. I'm honestly surprised that none of my neighbors came to check on me. Then again, nobody really cares here. I feel my eyes drooping and sleep starting to fade in. I might as well rest for a bit. What nightmare are we gonna see this time? Oh, we're not gonna get a nightmare? You know that chain letter is weak shit, because there hasn't been any substantial nightmare, besides Aunt Lisa. But yeah. I only end up napping for about 30 minutes, but that half hour is all I need to correct myself. The first thing I think to do is log onto my personal laptop. I'm just curious to see what's going on with the Image 1697 trend. It doesn't look like much, just more images of shadows claiming to be the true Image 1697. I feel like I'm going to go mad just looking at these fake pictures while I'm trying to solve a real mystery. Huh? The Maze Game, Image 1697 edition. What? Are we gonna play a game? What is this? Curious, I clicked on the link. Huh. Somebody actually made a flash game based on Image 1697. In just a few days, too. As much as I hate that the internet is capitalizing on the real case of a missing man, I will admire how quick they were to make a whole game. Okay, I doubt it will help, but there's no harm in playing. Oh no! You saw the real Image 1697, and now you're trapped in a dark maze, but it seems to be endless. Can you make it out before it's too late? Which direction will you go? Good luck! Okay. The logic in this exposition has more holes than Swiss cheese, but sure. There's going to be a jump scare, isn't there? Oh my god. I start the game, and I find myself represented as a small red square in a simple blue room. Paths go in all 4 directions. Ooh. It's that one pentagram that was shown in one of the teasers. What's it called again? It'll be revealed to us later, I don't care. There's a little yellow star in one of the corners. I assume that marks the starting point. Okay, where should I go? Let's go down. Ah! No, I'm going down again. No, I'm going down. Also, I give up. Look up the answers. It's crazy. Okay, let's go left. Oh! Up. Right. Left. Oh, I get it. Oh, I get it. Okay, so these arrows indicate, like, what direction this path will take you. So let's go left. Let's go up. Go right. Go left. Oh, wait, what? Okay, go left. Okay, so left. Up. Right. Right. Am I supposed to actually solve this? This might take a minute. So left. Up. Right. Whoa! Okay, I went down. Wait, what? Left. Okay, that actually got me because I was so clocked in. Oh, you fucker. I knew it. So, what was the point of this? I scrolled back down to the comment section. Dumb and lazy. I jump scared my baby sister with this, LMAO. What does this have to do with Image 1697? All I see is the scary maze game, but with Image 1697's name. Apparently one of the pictures in Ransom Wilt's blog post was of a dark cave. It also had a sit-star symbol that some interpreted to be the symbol for as above, so below. The maker of this game apparently translated that as having to go back in the direction you came from several times. Oh, so that's how you beat it. Made sense. I eat the baby. That reply catches my attention quickly. Ransom took pictures of a cave? Where are there caves? The mention of the phrase as above, so below catches my attention more, though. This is the second time I've seen that phrase mentioned in relation to Ransom. What could this mean? I don't know. I should probably take this user with a grain of salt. Well, this wasted my time. Listen, Ryan, leave no stone unturned. I closed the game's tab and continued looking for new stuff. And as soon as I reached the same old stuff I saw last time, I refreshed the browser. Internet shots. Parents alarmed after teenager suicide purportedly caused by Image 1697 myth. What? Yeah, exactly. What? Reading that new headline feels like a weight was dropped in my chest. I have to know what this is. And so I opened the article. Last night, an Adelaide teenager livestreamed her suicide online, alarming the internet. Mia Bird, a 16-year-old Tasmanian devil, filmed the livestream with the intent of capturing her reaction to Image 1697, a recent internet trend that tells of an image that makes those who see it go mad unless they share it. Bird starts the stream by saying her friend is about to send her the true Image 1697. After supposedly seeing the image, she begins displaying erratic behavior. She can be seen convulsing for several seconds before breaking her window and stabbing herself in the face with the shards. Her parents found her body, ended the livestream, and contacted police. Bird was confirmed dead just 10 minutes after the livestream ended. Oh, so it's that serious. Just read this article is making me sick. Is this really what this trend is doing to the internet? Wait, hold on. Erratic behavior? Those who see the image go mad? I need to know more. I go back to the browser and I look up Mia Bird, Image 1697. I see several headlines from official news sites, Australian, American, English, etc., telling the same story. Then my eyes fall on one particular result. Full Mia Bird Image 1697 suicide livestream. Are we on live late? God damn it. Listen, I get this is supposed to capture like the late 2000s, early 2010s and everything, but Jesus Christ, we do not need to see live late make a comeback. Actually, is that site still around? If so, how? I'm surprised. Is this real or just clickbait? I don't recognize the website name. Out of pure morbid curiosity, I opened the link in a new tab. God, please don't destroy my computer. The video is the first thing that loads. Just like on any video sharing site, other recommended videos pop up on the side. The recommended video titles mention things like war footage and real murder. Oh god, this is live late! Great, this is one of those real life gore sites. Yep, this is totally safe for my computer. Well, to start off, the video quality is horrendous. What did she film this on? It appears the Tasmanian devil is streaming in her bedroom. She's just sitting in front of the camera, looking at something off screen. I assume it might be her computer or something. This was live streamed, so perhaps she was waiting for people to join. Alright! My friend is about to send me the real Image 1697. Yes, she found it. At least, she says she did. Mia looks very calm, scoffing and giggling. My stomach sinks when I remember what I had read in that article. Even now, I can feel my limbs freeze as I just wait for it to happen. Honestly wondering if I even believe this shit. Just a picture, right? How can it make me go mad? Then she looks to the side again. Oh, there it is! Image 1697, folks. There's a brief pause as I assume she opens a text or email. Oh? She just stays there, staring at the screen, not saying a word for several seconds. Oh dear. And then her smile completely drops. Her eyes widen slightly and her face just goes blank. I can see something reflected in her eyes, but it's hard to see with the terrible video quality. It's almost like a blue blinking light. What the hell is on that screen? Whoa, what's happening? Is this the erratic behavior the article described? Wait, am I supposed to hear breathing? I'm not hearing anything. Wait, didn't the librarian breathe like this in the archives? Is this? What? Oh! Out of nowhere, the devil throws herself backwards and she starts screaming. The girl who was calm just a moment ago is now thrashing around and shrieking, like all self-control is gone. All this from an image? Oh dear. She starts crawling around the room on all fours, groaning and occasionally barking. Who is this person? Hold on. Girl, get up. She's looking at us. The wild devil raises her head, screams again, and the sound of glass shattering is extremely loud with the poor quality of the audio. I lean forward, bringing my face close to the screen to try to get a better look. I can see the devil kneeling with her head through the window. And then she pulls her head out of the pane. There's still a good portion of glass left in the frame. Oh, no. What is she? No! My body goes numb. Yeah, you just witnessed a real-life death, honey. I can only stare as Mia just throws her head right into the glass. Oh, dear. Yeah. That's just, are you? Sensation slowly starts to come back to my body. I curl up in a ball and just stare at the computer now at the other end of the bed. It's hard to breathe. Even from here, I can see the devil, still kneeling by the window. The glass shards are big enough that they slice through her entire head. And she just stays there, not moving. The video keeps playing, but nothing happens. I don't know how long I stay there, just staring at the screen, panic boiling throughout my entire body. Finally, after what feels like an eternity, I hear a door open. It's only when I hear the screams that I force myself to move. I scramble over to the computer, close the tab, I slam the lid down. Is this? No, this can't. Is this what Image 1697 does? What was on that screen? Well, you could have figured that out if you just go back to Ransom's room and find that SD card. I'm sorry, I'm gonna get so annoying about this. Ransom, what have you found? What have you unleashed? Jim, he's seen the image. Maybe he can tell me what it is. He just said it was the witch, and that he's protected by God. Perhaps he has it saved. No, he's 70. He's not gonna do that. I'm starting to think he's not so crazy. The ballroom thing can wait. There's something I need to do now. And so I force myself onto my feet. I hastily throw my jacket and bag on and I rush out the door. You know Jim is just gonna be like, "My God is an awesome God, he reigns from heaven above with wings." The clouds are thick again today. Once more I feel myself being pushed down by the heavy clouds that trudge across the sky and refuse to let any sunlight through. The leaves look more dead than they usually are. Instead of vibrant warm colors, I just see browns fading into the dim blue afternoon. The wind is colder today. My jacket is just barely accurate for this kind of weather. The environment just adds to the increasing anxiety as I speed walk through Greylock. I'm pretty sure Jim's complex is on 19th Street? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I remember he invited my family over for dinner once, sometime before his wife died. So that's on the eastern side of town. I find myself almost running through town as I try to find the complex. I look around me as if there would be any suspicious people out on the streets. But the people I do see just go about their day, walking down the street as if nothing is happening. Thankfully, it only takes me like 20 minutes to find the complex. It looks normal from the outside. I'm not seeing any broken windows. I can't see anything just looking through the windows. They just peer into darkness. I'm pretty sure I remember what Jim's truck looks like. Yes, the old white truck is in the parking lot. Looks like he's home. I quickly make my way inside, both out of desperation and to get out of the winter-like wind. Let's see here. I'm pretty sure his room is number 219. I made my way up the stairs right next to the entrance. One of the dim cool light bulbs flickers as I reach the second floor. I walk through the hallway, trying to look as casual as possible. I don't see anyone else in the hallway. I feel like a stranger in a strange land here. Finally, I reach Jim's room, which just so happens to be at the very end of the hallway. The light above this part of the hall has gone out, leaving me in darkness as I stand in front of the door. I start by knocking on the door. Jim? I wait a few seconds, but he doesn't respond. Jim? Jim, I really need to talk to you, man. I look around me anxiously. No one emerges from their apartments. It's almost like Jim is the only one living on this floor. Mr. Delaney? Please, I need to talk to you about that blog post. I look around me again. Still no one in the hall. Still no one answers. So I resort to slamming the door with my palm. Please, man, I need to know what you... The door was open. Oh, shit. Oh, no, he tried to turn the door handle. I thought the door was slightly open. In my desperation, I had tried to turn the door handle. And it went down without any problem. I just stand there for several seconds, looking at my hands holding the handle down. Is the door unlocked? There's only one way to test that. Keeping the handle down, I gently push the door. The door creaks open, revealing an empty living room to me. As it opens, I feel a cloud of dread seeping out from the room, washing over me. I don't see the old otter or any signs of him immediately. Oh, honey, he's dead. I'm sorry. But I saw his truck here. He has to be here. And so, despite my instincts screaming at me to run far, far away, I step inside. It's dark in here. Any natural light coming in through the windows has been eclipsed by blinds and curtains. It feels damp and dense in here, and it somehow feels as heavy as the clouds outside. And there's a foul odor tickling my nostrils. It's sweet, way too sweet and acrid. It smells sort of like rotten fruit rendered to feces. Oh, no, he's dead. What happened in here? The last time I was in here, it was not like this. Jim and his wife always let in as much natural light as possible, and they were obsessed with tidiness. I knew Jim wasn't doing well after Mrs. Delaney died, but is he really doing this unwell? Or is this a result of him seeing Image 1697? Either way, after seeing the place, it's clear to me that he needs help. Jim? I don't see him anywhere in here. Which means there's one place to check, his room. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Listen, you smell something really foul. That could be him decomposing. So I head over to the bedroom. I don't see any light coming through the crack under the door. As I approach the door, that sense of dread I've been feeling ever since Ransom first disappeared becomes stronger than ever. This feeling that something awful is going to happen reaches an all-time high. I don't feel safe in here, but I have to do this. Whatever Jim knows about Image 1697, I have to talk to him. And so, I gently open his bedroom door. Oh god, where does he? Where does he? Oh no. Oh, that's a nice smile. The low light slowly pours into the dark room. Eventually the light falls on something laying on the bed. It looks like an otter. It's Shunter! But there are holes all over his body. It's Swiss cheese! Empty holes. There's nothing left inside it but crimson and bones. The head looks barely attached with how deep the lacerations in the neck are. Speaking of the head, there isn't a face attached to it. Really? I can't see a face right there. The bed and the floor and wall around it are painted red. The stench I have been smelling ever since I entered the apartment, it gets overwhelming. It assaults my nostrils and it makes me want to retch. I just stand there, frozen, unable to look away from Jim. Or what's left of him. Well, damn. That's fucked. As I just stare at the cadaver, I notice that the lacerations all over his body aren't just any kind of injuries. They're bite marks. Something got in here and made a mess of the otter. Whatever got to him, it's out there somewhere, or is it in here? I feel my stomach rising. I feel myself choking. I stumble away from the bedroom. I lean over, hands on my knees shaking ass on my thought shit, as bile threatens to rise up my throat. No, I have to get it together. It's clear something was happening to Jim before this. I have to find out what it is. He was talking about being followed, stalked, by a bear he claimed was Ransom. How do I even know he was telling the truth? If he really was stalked, how would he know it was Ransom? There are plenty of brown bears in Greylock. But the way he was acting, he really was scared. Maybe he really did see Image 1697. Are we gonna bring it to his laptop or his computer or whatever he has? There's only one way to find out. You gonna bring it to his computer? I had to go back in there. As much as I want to run as far away from this building as possible, I have to investigate. And so, I take a deep breath as I walk back into the dark bedroom. Even as I breathe through my mouth, I can taste the horrific acrid odor emanating from the cadaver of Jim Delaney. I try to keep my eyes away from the gory mess on the bed, instead looking around the edges of the room. Eventually, I notice a phone on the bedside table. I have to force my gaze closer to the bed to see it. I then force myself to walk through the room towards the phone. I shudder as I continue to breathe in the deathly stench. I finally reach the bedside table. I reach my hand towards the phone with much caution, fearing that touching it would cause the otter to reanimate or something like that. Thankfully, nothing happens when I do grab the phone. I'm sorry, Jim. Please forgive me. Upon turning on the phone, the first thing I see is the wallpaper featuring Jim and his late wife. Well, now they're reunited together. So, silver lining, I guess? They look so happy together, and they will be happy in heaven. Mrs. Delaney was very sweet, although her speeches at church were a bit much. I unlocked the phone. Wait, no passcode? Well, he is old. Not to slam someone who died, but come on, Jim, you gotta have a passcode. That's like the #1 rule of having a cell phone. Okay, where to start? I'll just do what I did when I checked Ransom's phone. Check the photos first. And so I checked his most recent photo. It's dated yesterday at 9:27 p.m. In the picture, I see the forest. It seems like this was taken from the apartment. The picture just looks normal at first. Random, but normal. Until I see the figure in the tree line. It's hard to see because it's far away, but I zoom in to get a better look. From the darkness, I see 2 bright dots peering right at the camera. Can we see the image? No light illuminates the figure, so it looks like a blob against the dark forest. I'm surprised this phone camera even managed to capture that. It definitely seems like this figure is watching Jim. Hell, it makes me feel like I'm being watched. Then again, that feeling has persisted for days, and it refuses to go away. The prickling in my nape is constant. Wait. I rechecked the date on the picture. Yesterday, 9:27 p.m. That must mean he died overnight, or today, which means that Finn's probably still in here. Hell, it looks like his body hasn't started decomposing yet. For all I know, the killer could have left right before I arrived. Or it's in here right now. That thought makes me shudder, so I look around me to make sure I'm alone. Even with the confirmation that I am alone, albeit in this dark room with a corpse, I still feel like someone is watching. Anybody could be in here. I go to the next place I think to check. Jim's messages. The first conversation I see is with an unknown number, so I click on it. Wait, who is this number? You say one thing about that blog post and you're dead. Who is this? Are you that raccoon? The burger kid? Maybe I am. Maybe I'm your next door neighbor. Maybe I'm a pigeon barista at a cafe. Stop this. This is not funny. I will call the police. That place won't help you, and I know where you are. Call them and you're dead. Oh dear. The messages and the picture of the complex sent a shiver down my spine. Not only was he being stalked, he was also being threatened. Whose number is this? Oh god, I'm about to do something stupid. I pull up my own phone and go to my messages. Please tell me it's not Ransom's number. I create a new conversation and type in the number. Oh, I didn't read his messages. Okay, there's his text from mom. Hey, I had to leave for work. Thanks for having me over. Obviously, his text from Pat. Love you too. Good night. Walter Perkins. Roger on my way. His message to Ransom. Raven died. Yes, I know Untitled Crow game didn't come out until 2019. Sue me. Rhettoe, is this supposed to be you in this universe? I swear to God. Hey, I'm feeling sick, so I'm taking the day off. Be back soon. That was okay, so that was like... Oh god, what's gonna happen? I was right! I was right! I was fucking right! I was fucking right! I was fucking right! I knew it! I knew it! Ooh, I feel vindicated! Ooh, I feel vindicated right now! Woo! I was right! I knew to clot this bastard! I knew to clot this Mormon bastard from the start! Ah! It feels so good. Oh! I take several seconds to process what I'm looking at. I look between Jim's phone and mine multiple times to make sure the numbers match. And when I realize they do, every part of my body freezes. Was the stalker David? No, his fur is gray, not brown. Which must mean he was working with someone and he's probably in this room right now. But either way, if what I'm seeing is true, this means he took part in this. He threatened Jim, and he must have set whoever the stalker was on him. And all this? Over Ransom's blood post? He knows something. That freezing in my body starts to become a burning. The fear is still there. In fact, it's stronger than ever before, violently churning inside me. But inside I also feel anger and an epiphany. They all deserve to die. David is hiding something. And it's about whatever Ransom posted that night. It's about Image 1697. So that's why he wanted us to stay quiet. Because he's fucking hiding something. He did this. The edges of my vision become blurry as anxiety and anger overcome me. I guess there's one more thing I have to do. Call the police? Oh, you're gonna kill David? Oh shit. You know, I would have said call the police and report on this, but like, you know. Well, that's not a smart move right now, considering your fingerprints are all on his doorknob, on his phone, etc., etc. Kill David. Kill John Lennon! Kill John Lennon! Kill John Lennon! This is so intense. We're gonna stop there for today. Oh my god. Oh my god. Ooh, that was good. Ooh, that was good. That was a good reveal. That was so cool. I love that so much. Ooh. The tension and everything. Just chef's kiss. I love that. Ooh, I feel so vindicated right now. I feel so good. And now we're gonna kill David? We should really call the police and report on Jim's body. That's insane. But you know what? We're going to continue onwards with the next part. So, in the meantime, thank you all so much for clicking on this video. If you enjoyed it, give it a like and subscribe if you're really interested. I'll leave a link to the visual novel in the description below if you want to go figure out the mystery for yourself, as well as Rhettoe's Blue Sky and YouTube channel. We'll go support them on those platforms. And I'll be leaving links to my Twitter and Blue Sky as well if you want to go support me on those platforms. And as always, I'll be leaving a link to the visual novel me and my good friend Zid the Red Panda made for the February game jam called When You're Mine. Please go show your support to it. If you do enjoy it, maybe consider rating it and comment on it on Itchio. We love reading those. It makes our day. And as always, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye!